The final real-world writing purpose is when you take a stand or you propose a solution. So these are two separate things, but they also are interconnected. So every single time you come across an argument, you should consider the four-square argument chart. So there's four different quadrants you want to pay attention to. Number one is, what are the main points of your argument? Number two is, what are the counter arguments that you're going to hear from people who disagree with you? Number three is, what are the arguments of that opposite side? And lastly, what are the counter arguments that you would present to that opposite side? You have to consider multiple perspectives when you're doing this. Everyone is really eager to throw out an opinion, but if you're not educated about something or you don't really know every side, you really shouldn't take that stand until you've done that work and research and familiarize yourself with it. A lot of writing should propose a solution. Nobody wants to read a complaint that does nothing but make the reader feel bad. There's no point. All they're doing is saying how upset they are. It's not productive. It's not proposing a solution that's going to make things better. So the activity that you're going to do for this one is mostly taking a stand here. You're going to fill out a four-square argument chart for an argument you've had with a parent or a friend in the past. And then once you've filled out that chart and you've gained some insight into multiple perspectives, you're going to write a paragraph on who was really in the right. So here's an example of a situation. My best friend was having a party and my parents didn't want me to go. My argument was, I've known my best friend for 10 years and our parents know each other. We've been to each other's houses before. Everyone in town is going to this party, and I'll make sure that I come home before midnight. My parents' side of the argument is that there won't be any adult supervision, it's out in the country, they're worried about alcohol or drugs being there, and it starts too late. So my parents and my friends would respond to me with saying, well, he is a boy, everyone in town is going, which means everyone's going to know your business, and you won't have a ride home because parents are not going to give me the car to drive out there. My response to their argument would be, we're all older and we don't really need adults to watch everything we do. His older sister's going to be there, and he said there wouldn't be any, only food. And it's also a Friday night, so starting at 9 makes a lot of sense because we all have to, finish practice and everything like that. So after reflecting and really thinking about all four sides of this, I think it would have been fine if I went to the party, but I do understand that my parents were being concerned and wanted to make sure that I was safe. It would have been hard for me to get home because of how far out my friend lives, so it did make sense that they said no. So at the end, I think not going wasn't the end of the world. That's me filling out my chart. And so this is what you're going to do for your own assignment.